What's up? What's up? BL boss. Get yourself ready, BL boss. I'm about to call you right now, real quick on a video call, man. Yeah. What's up, bro? My day, man. Hold on, I'm fix up it. Them can't see it. Hold on, I'm fix it up. You know the technical thing, you know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, Okay, let's see. That should refresh it. Oh, hold on, it didn't. Hold on, guys. I'm getting it right. Hold on. Okay, WhatsApp. Okay, boom. All right, that's it. That is it. Okay. All right. I gotta set the screen. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Cool. All right, that's what's up, bro. How's my audio? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, BL boss?
Yeah, man, can you hear you?
Mad. How's the Sunday, man?
But I go on good so far, so I go on easy back and thing.
You know the beat today?
Yeah. Started on one, but we're not finished it yet.
All right. So, first of all, bro, let me intro you for it real quick. You know what I mean? People, live, this guest, this man that you're looking at right now, you would be surprised how important he is to the future of dancehall music. I don't know. I have this thing about me. There's a lot of artists that I saw them when they were just going in the game, and getting their foot in the game. And I called, if I could have bet on them to where their career would go, I would be a billionaire right now. This is one of the guys, as far as he's a producer, he's a beat maker, right? And his future is so bright that he probably doesn't even know how bright his future is right now. But I'm here to basically establish that, to let him know that, hey, man, people are seeing what's going on, dude. And Ima make moves. You know what I mean? This guy is responsible for some of the biggest songs, some of the biggest rhythm them, right? That you're hearing in mainstream dancehall right now. I'm going to quote a few of them. With Valiant, right? Valiant's breakout song, Into the Beat. It's called North Carolina. You guys could go look it up. Wicked piece of beat. Him do it, right? Chronicler, Still a Bleed, right? Him do the beat, right? Big song. Jahshii, 25-8. Him do the beat. And there's a lot more. I'm sure he has a lot that hasn't even been released at this point. That it's probably like, you know, what is it? G13 classified. He can't even talk about it at this point.
Yeah,
People, welcome to the live. BL Boss.
Yeah, man,
BL Boss.
Respect for having me, Kado.
Yo, man, listen, man. I'm happy to have you here, bro. Bro, just want to tell you, bro, I'm proud of you, dog. Know what I mean? And I have a lot of respect for you, and I respect your grind like crazy. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, man, respect, man.
bro, people, you know the first time I hear about BL Boss, let me tell you how I heard about BL. It was through Vastro. BL Boss did a beat for Vastro, right? And Vastro put out the song, and I'm like, yo, Vastro that hard. But yo, who do the beat too? And I was just like, I was harping on it. I was like, bro, Vastro, you have to go tell me who do the beat. And him tell me, say, oh, Bill Boss. So I made the link. Find out this dude is really talented, man. Um, so me have to give props. You know what I mean? And honestly, I don't think the people that make the beats, and you can see what going on in a dancehall right now with the whole controversy and stuff like that, right? Different controversy. I don't think that the people that are playing the music, they don't get enough recognition. So I'm gonna be the one. If it's only me alone, me I go give them on them props. And if there's any more man, you know what I mean, where I do the damn thing, you know what I mean, in a dancer right now, man, inbox me, bro. Let's get it popping. You know what I mean? Let me give y'all a platform and give y'all that highlight, because you guys are on that trajectory to just sky's the limit. And when we say sky's the limit, it's not just dancehall, bro. It's not just dancehall, and that's why I'm saying that. So, you know what I mean? Better too much talking. Bill, yo, where are you from? Share the life. Where are you from originally?
All right. Well, I was born in Kingston, but I grew up in Westmoreland.
Mm.
Yeah, so I can say I'm a country youth.
Not no wrong, bro. Not no wrong, because guess what I'm
Yeah,
not? Yeah, I forgot a country before you got a town, you know. You know, town. Remember I said town?
yeah,
Town built up last, you know. Remember I said Spanish town was the capital before. No disrespect. At Kingston, my born to still, no, but I grew a country. But so no disrespect to the town man them. We don't know the thing go. But we don't know all of the little garrison them in Jamaica. When they check the grandparents and everything, when I come from country still. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
you know what I mean? So what age did you move from Kingston?
But I was very young enough. Like I was like 4, 5 when I moved from Kingston, so I didn't really remember much. Most of my memories came from in the country, Westmoreland.
Okay.
Grew up in Hanover a little bit too, so Westmoreland and Hanover.
Yeah, that was about my age when I moved to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I have memories, but they're vague, you know what I mean? But you know,
Okay.
when I become big man now and them thing, then when I grew up, you know, once I grew up, start teenage and stuff, then start venture back in a town and thing, and I mean
Mm-hmm.
learn the runnings, and you know the thing, because Jamaica is like a small place, you know what I mean? You have to go back into the town. That's where everything in the town, you know. Or if the people,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
very,
you know, yeah. So
very.
yeah, and stuff. If you want to do your passport, stuff like that, and you know you want to go in person, and you have to go through like an attorney or like a agent or stuff like that. Whole heap of things, you know. All right,
Yeah, most I think in that town, man.
excuse me. Yeah, man. All right, so tell me about your early life, bro. Tell us about your early life. Like what was it like being BL Boss growing up?
My early life was good, you know. Put had a good childhood. Parents, I have to big up my parents for that, you know, all the time. A good childhood. Went to Manning School, got a decent upbringing from there as well. And then from there, so went to the University of the West Indies, where I studied biochemistry. But while I was at
Hold on. Yes,
Monroe College,
yes, sir, what? Biochemistry.
yeah, yeah, man, yeah, man.
Oh, so okay, so it's a maths brain.
Well, something like that, something like that. Not fully. Try a thing, and okay,
Okay,
you know.
okay,
But
okay.
I started high school at Manning School. I spent 6 years there. And my seventh year at Monroe College, that's when I started getting into music production.
Yes, sir, yes. Your seventh year.
Yeah, at Monroe. So I was in upper sixth form.
Oh, so that's when you. So you never touched music until that. What you would have been? I don't know, maybe 17, 18 by then.
Yeah, yeah. About then time I started music. I never really had the only musical thing I used to involve myself in was virtual DJ. I did mess around with that for a little bit, but I wasn't too interested. You know.
Mm.
But growing up, I always listened to music. I've always been a big fan of music. Every all types of genres, you know, all types of genres of music.
What would you say is like your biggest influence in music? As
My
far as
biggest
genre,
influence.
as far as genre.
Oh, that would be hip hop, because of the diversity that they can have in hip hop. You know, they have several different types of hip hop
Now,
music.
when you say hip hop now, because look, since the past 10 years since trap came in, I
Mm.
feel like the 90s 2000s hip hop has just like the flair has been just been the flair just flew away basically, and now everybody's just 808 so I guess my
Mm.
question is, were you like a trap baby, or are you got some of the like the 50 Cent, Ja Rule, and you know what I mean, Mob Deep, and Jada Kiss, and you know what I mean, Tupac, Biggie, that Jay-Z, that type of vibe as far as influences as well?
I would say trap, trap because trap and another genre I can remember now that I really enjoyed listening to was EDM. You know, when in the early 2010s when EDM it just start boom up with your
Ma-
Marshmello, Martin Garrix and them and the
Major Lazer and
Zed.
still.
Yeah man. I really enjoy that kind of music. So actually started making those types of beats first,
Mm.
the EDM one them, but it didn't sound too good at the time. Some of I saw a lot of trap tutorials on YouTube, many of them. So I said, "Alright, let me try this one and see how that
Yeah.
turn out. You know?
So do you remember your first beat?
Yeah. I don't think I have to dig deep to find it though.
Oh, you have it.
I think so. It's in a Dropbox somewhere on my laptop.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
How do you go back and what's like? Do you remember it enough to know if it was good, or is it something you're like, nah, that's trash?
Well, 99% of my beats back then were trash, to be honest. But,
Hold on, nah,
but,
stop. Nah, you gonna stop, bro? Stop. Nah,
yeah,
you ain't gonna say that, bro. Stop.
yeah.
You said
I
99%. Why you kidding me, bro?
really, from compared to now, back then,
Oh,
I have to be
okay,
relative. I have to be
okay.
honest with myself. But the story for actually started making beats when I was at Monroe. I saw this random video on my YouTube. Genius Deconstructed on YouTube.
No, I'm not familiar.
Alright, so Genius, the website that has all the lyrics
Oh,
and,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. I
stuff.
know Genius. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they have a YouTube channel and they have a section called Deconstructed where several big producers deconstruct and break down them famous songs basically how they made the beat. And I
Yeah,
watched one of them and in my mind I was saying like I didn't know it was so easy to make beats.
yeah.
I didn't know it use a software and a laptop and thing. I thought it was a whole you need a whole studio.
So you weren't in a band in high school or anything like that.
No, 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 no. I didn't have any musical background really in high school.
So um how did you learn how did you learn well tempo, and how did you learn how to find the key, or how to the key
Through
stay in the key?
through through countless hours of practice, and watching tutorials. That's one of the best ways to learn. Just watch other people better than you, and just keep doing it every day. You get me?
How long did it
'Cause,
take when you were when you started to build your beats at first?
yeah.
How long did it take you to find out that you need to build the beats in a specific key and stick to the keys?
It- well, a couple months, a couple months because well, with my software that I use, it's easy. It's quite easy to stay in key because of the features that the software has. But before I knew about that, I just play by ear, and
Mm,
and and if it sounds good, it sounds good. Even if a little keys were off,
yeah, yeah,
but I stuck with it same way. Yeah, but it took me a couple months to really stick to staying in key.
yeah. Because that
Yeah.
that's honestly, just from my perspective as somebody that make beats as well, that's one of the biggest hurdles a lot of people face when they open up that Fruity Loops or open up that Reason or Logic Pro, whatever you used to make beats. That's the biggest hurdle that a lot of people can't get around. They have ideas and stuff. They could play stuff, interesting stuff, but they just haven't got over the hurdle of, hey, just remember, whatever key you play, it must be in key. It must be in key.
Yeah.
So whatever the key, you need to first establish the key of the song, right? And then
Yeah, exactly.
play
Exactly.
play the notes that match the key of the song. So that's very
Exactly.
important.
Yeah, another pitfall most beginners fall into, is the 808s them.
Yeah.
Sometimes they themselves come in different keys. Like for example, a A or a B, and you're playing in C. So you have to go on the 808 and tune it. More people don't do that. So
Yeah.
they know that they may, even if it's on the right key on the piano roll, it
Yeah.
still goes sound off. Yes, that's a big thing that most people should pay attention to as well.
Yeah, especially if you're playing the 808 and then you're pitching it up and down and stuff like that. Then
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yeah. And I heard like your beats, you have a lot of. I know you use a lot of pitching up and down, which is I think that's a dope sound. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
and you seem to have like kind of mastered that, which I think that's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All right.
my respect.
So all right. So like who were the producers or beat makers that you looked up to? You know, coming up in the industry.
All right, so for dancehall, I remember watching some tutorials on YouTube. I don't remember the names right now, but I always looked up to producers like, I can say no, Not Nice is one of them.
Yeah, man.
Not Nice,
Yeah.
and who else? The thing with Jamaican producers that I believe should change as well. They don't really like to share their process a lot.
Mm.
So it's hard for me to recall them now. Trap, I can just name them on the top of my head now, because up to now they still share their process, but Jamaicans, the dancehall producers, it's quite difficult. I was going to switch to trap until I can remember the others. But trap, Nick Mira, Cody, Metro Boomin,
Metro, yeah.
Wheezy, yeah,
Wheezy, yeah.
Wheezy, uh, yeah, those are the main ones who take inspiration from.
No, what about the
Boy
old?
Wonder.
Oh, okay. What about the older? Yeah, the old. I was about to say, what about the older guys? You know what I mean, like
Oh,
Timberland.
yeah, man. Timberland, them on the,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Dr. Dre, yeah.
Dr.
Hmm.
Dre. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Swiss
man,
Swiss
definitely.
Beats.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Cause that
Yeah, all of
see
them. I try to take out from all of them.
see I grew up on those guys, the older guys. I'm a little older. I'm 33. How old are you, by the way?
24.
Okay, so you're like I'm like 9 years your senior. So I'm a little older.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up on like the older guys. Like those are the guys that I looked up to growing. But I was always like I always had my ears to the basically to the
Mm-hmm.
airwaves and stuff. So all those guys that you just made, Sunny Digital, that's one of them that you didn't
Mm-hmm.
name.
Oh,
Metro,
yeah, yeah, man, yeah, man.
yeah, Metro
Yeah.
Boomin, all of them man that I was onto their stuff as well. You know what I mean? Funny, some of those guys even start even after like I like even started to even do music. But they just what I mean. They just went with it and take off. So it's not when you start. It's how serious you are and how willing you are to put in the work to get to that next
Mm-hmm.
level. And you know what I mean, man. Producers are pop up like every day, bro. Like every day. You know what I mean? Which is I think that's cool. And I think that dancehall also is it's in a different space. I know they're saying that like, okay, well, no money now making a dancehall, no money now making a dancehall. I beg to differ, bro, because I feel like now with the internet and distribution at people's fingertips, I think that the world is more open now for a lot of young producers like you know what I mean, and
Mm-hmm.
myself to actually make money, you know what I mean, whether we're working together, working with other producers, or whether we're doing projects by our own on ourselves, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's
Yeah,
all
man,
about
definitely agree.
definitely, definitely. And it's unlike back in the day when there was like a handful of producers in the whole industry, and they literally had the gate to the distribution. You know what I mean? Like back in the
Mm-hmm.
day, distribution was literally a store that you go buy a CD or you go buy a record, and they had
Yeah, yeah.
right. And in order for your record to make it on a certain shelf, even to make it in the store,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be able to. Sometimes you have to pay the person that owned the record store to make to put your records in certain
Mm-hmm.
places so that the customer could see it. So the game has
Yeah,
changed a
that's
lot.
true.
The game has
Mm-hmm.
changed a lot. Now, you make your stuff, you put it on the you work with a distributor, whether it be let me name a couple 1 RPM, right? DistroKid, TuneCore. Man, there's like so many distributors, and they have some Jamaican distributors as well. You know what I mean, for whoever works with them. You put your music
Mm-hmm.
out on there. You copyright your music. You sign up with a PRO. You get a publisher, and you're good. You know what I mean? You're good to go. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You make money from all angles. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah. All right. So I mean, I know you do like dancehall, and from what I hear, you do a lot of trap dancehall. Like the new style of dancehall.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically, I would say that's kind of your sound right now. But do you like do other genres and stuff like that?
Yeah, man. I always try to diversify my catalog. I do drill. I do even up to recently now. I'm doing Afrobeats and Amapiano. You know.
Oh, you Afro beats. Okay, that's what's up. Young badness. Tell me something. Tell me how my audio sounds. I'm hearing that my audio is kind of low. I just want to make sure that we fix that, guys. How's my audio? Young badness says volume, please. Peeps, tell me how my audio. Hold on, Brandon. Hold on, BL. Hold on. Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess my audio was low. What about BL Boss audio? How's BL Boss audio? Make sure we get this right, bro.
Yeah, man. Let me know if mine is alright.
Okay, okay. It looks like we're both good. Looks like we're both good. I'm gonna keep my eye on the chat just to make sure. Big up yourself, young badness, man. Thank you so much for pointing that out, man. All right, cool. All right, let's move forward. All right, so we spoke about the genres. You said you did Afro beats. You said you did trap dancehall, and you said you did hip hop, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
And
that's
drill
what's
too. Drill music.
and drill. Okay, that's what's up. What type of drill?
The regular UK drill and New York drill as well.
Oh, okay, which hey, New York have about three different type of drill. Which one?
The pop smoke one. The one that pop smoke.
Oh, that's the Brooklyn drill. That's the Brooklyn drill.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. You got the Bronx drill. You probably have, you know what I mean? You have the Bronx drill right
You
now.
remember that,
Oh yeah, you have that's K Flock and them guys. They do the Bronx drill. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, and you probably have like a Harlem drill. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You might, but at this point, you probably have Queens drill at this point. You know?
Oh, I didn't know you had that many stores. I just thought it was just New York.
Yeah. I'm hearing that I'm louder than you. So let me see my audio. I might just touch my audio down a little bit just to make sure, you don't know, as studio engineer and them type of, we have to make sure so we're audio good. We can't make the thing look lily out there. How's that? BL volume is low. All right, let me see if I can fix
Saying
your
mine,
volume.
saying mine is low. You can increase mine, or do I need
Uh,
to talk louder?
okay, I got you. No, I just increased it. Guys, how's my
Oh,
volume and how's his volume? Okay, I think the comments are a little bit late. I just turned your volume up. Say something, Bill.
yeah. Testing. Up, up.
Testing. Guys, tell me how BL's volume is and tell me how my volume is.
Testing. Volume
Test
check.
volume check. All right, let's keep going. We're not
All right.
we're
Yeah, man.
not we're not cool it up. All right, boom. So, all right, just curious. How did you come up with um how did you come up with the idea for BL give we a sound test BL? I think the comments are a little bit late because you just did testing.
Yeah. Oh, I'd say it's sounding better.
Howard
What's the
says
latest
sound
comment?
better. I'm hearing that I have oh, I have an echo. Okay, so let me see here.
Mm-hmm.
Um all right, guys. How's my volume now? Is my volume better? I think I know what happened because one of my mics, it's a condenser mic. It's a directional mic. So because I'm not talking directly into it, it might be a little bit lower. Okay, so I think this is late. Howard said that your echo low. Your echo now. Okay, that might be late. Guys, tell me how it is. Hold on, let me. BL audio low, but that was before. How is audio?
I think mine is good now.
Okay, so Young Badness say your gov. No, KWMG. All right, cool. I think we're straight. I think we're straight, guys. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. All right, so the people that want to know, bro. The people that want to know. How did you come up with the idea for North Carolina? Like the beat. Like take us through how that was created.
All right. So if I could, I don't know where the project file is now, so that's where right now. But the beat, the original name of the beat was Shanghai Rhythm because I got a lot of Chinese vibe from it. To get me? So I started with a piano, a basic chord progression, and then I just shift the notes them a little bit, and then that's the foundation basically. Da, 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 yeah, that. And then the flute. I think the flute is what catches most people's attention. You get
Yeah,
me? That came from a flute phrase, flute phrase plugin.
yeah,
So I just click in one note and then just play the phrase. And I added a violin.
yeah. I remember
And
that. I remember that. Yeah,
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 yeah. So the flute plus the violin gives you that Asian sound,
it does
which
kind of sound Asian. Yeah,
yeah. So when I make my beats, I try to put one or two elements in there that you don't really hear in the mainstream beats.
right.
So I did that, and I believe for the drums now, for the drums, I went a little crazy on the drums. So
Yeah,
I was doubtful if it would really get voice done. I just made that beat just for enjoyment. So when I heard Valiant on it, I heard Valiant song months before it even dropped. And
yeah.
at first I was like, alright, it's a vibe. I didn't know it was a hit back then, but that's the thing with hits, you never know until it happens.
Yeah, you were a bit creative with the drums because
Yeah.
usually trap dancehall, the drums them have a lot more space. The
Mm-hmm.
drum pattern have a
I
lot
just
more
pull it up.
space.
I just pull it up.
Yeah, yeah. But it worked, you know what I mean? Because it's different, you know? It's
Yeah.
it's different. And sometimes you have to dare to be different. Sometimes you might do something and it might sound unorthodox, but
Mm-hmm.
and you might like, nah, I need to change this. Sometimes you have to just left it, bro, and just make it run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause you never know it. Maybe if you just space out the drums them some more, it wouldn't have
Mm-hmm.
that punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Exactly.
wouldn't have that punch, bro. Like I remember, like I was in Jamaica in October, right, 2022 October, and everywhere I go, I'm just hearing, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, that song out, but I didn't know that. I at that time I didn't know that you did that beat. But it was hard. I was just like, this is a hard song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So yo, nah, for real, like really good job on that, bro. You know what I mean? Like you killed that. You know what I mean? Uh, how how long did it take you to build the beat for Chronic Laws Still a Bleed?
It didn't take me long. How that beat came about was I made the loop first.
Mm.
Sample. So the keys, alright, so it consisted of piano, bass guitar, which was another different element I added. I
Mm.
didn't hear that in that. The vocal chop and the guitar. So four elements basically. So I made that loop and I just let it stay there for a couple, like a week or two. Just make it marinate. I wasn't really touching it. Because I make melodies, I make melodies as well. I just leave them sometimes. I don't feel like adding drums.
Yeah.
One day I just decided to add drums on it. I mean, take me like 10 minutes to add the drums. Because it was just a basic drum pattern.
Yeah.
So if I was to sit down and make the melody and the drums, I would call it like probably an hour to make that rhythm,
Collectively, with all the time that you spent on it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a good beat, you know what I mean? Still a bleed. That's a good. And that was the same beat for Jahshii's 25-8, which is big song, bro. Like big song. I mean, still a beat. I think Jahshii 25-8 maybe have like what 20 million views on YouTube right now.
About that.
Right? And that's just on one video. That's just on the main video. Like that's not even like what people re-uploaded and stuff. Same with Still a Bleed. I think Still a Bleed. I don't remember, what is it, like 10 million or something like that?
I think it passed 10 million.
Past 10 million. Wow. So these things are 10 million, right? And that's just off the main video, basically. That's not counting the views that it got for everybody that re-uploaded it, basically.
No.
You know what I mean? And all the DJs that played it, that spin the hell out of that record and upload it on YouTube. Name even the mixtape off it and all of that stuff. So
yeah, I really like that beat there,
Yeah.
Not because of the success it got, but me personally, I really like listening to that beat. Just the instrumental alone, I like listening to sometimes.
So we have Howard Chin in the chat. They're asking if you play any instruments.
No, I don't. Practice of learning how to play the piano though.
Okay. Hey, contrary to popular belief, a lot of people think that you need to learn how to play an instrument to make music. Guys, I'm gonna burst a lot of people's bubble right now. Guys, you do not need to know how to play an instrument to make beats or make music. You just do not. Some of the best music we have got are from people that don't play instruments. Like a lot of those guys that you see in hip hop, a lot of those guys that you see in dancehall, trust me, they didn't play instruments. They learned to play instruments after, right? Because they wanted to do the due diligence. But a lot of the guys, this is what they use. You don't need to learn how to play an instrument to make, let's say your volume low, I'm gonna turn you up. You don't need to learn how to play instruments to make a good instrumental or a good beat. You just need to have good ears and have good knowledge of music. So you have to understand keys, because once you have the knowledge, right, you'll know the boundaries that you need to stay in order to get that right sound, and then you need to have the ears in order to basically manipulate that sound within that boundary. So, and then you have.
I want to add that though.
Yes.
Yeah, not only is learning instruments not really a requirement. A lot of people say that you need to know music theory, like, you need to know how to write music, you need to know about all the scales and chords and everything. You don't need to even know that either. Music theory and learning to play an instrument, all that the only thing that it does is allow you to get the idea out faster.
Right.
All it does to me.
No, that's a fact, because you don't need to know how to play music to have a melody in your mind or to be creative. That's just in fact, most people, the melody in their mind is always on key, even if they don't know. It's always on key in your mind. It's just now to take it out of your mind and put it, into play. We have another question from the chat. VVS Nor Entertainment is asking, ask bro which producers him see as the next big thing in dancehall? Well, obviously BL Boss.
No, you have no father you to do your thing, man. So off the top of my head, you have Panda with the biggest song right now.
Yeah,
The Drift, you know? Yeah, man, big up Panda.
big
You
up.
have Carter, who may I hear him produce a tag every day, you know.
Oh yeah.
Fun all the things, yeah, man. Carter, Panda. You have one like Messiah.
Mm.
You have JFK. You have enough man. Enough man out there, man. Who are doing? I can't really remember them right now.
Yeah.
But I'm plenty young producers making moves now. Trust me.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Mm.
All right, good question, VVS Nor Entertainment. All right, so we're gonna get into a segment of the interview, um, it's somewhat of a speed segment, and this is more geared towards the people that are music nerds, are people that basically in the industry like where we actually they run a computer every day and make beats and stuff. So, all right, you ready?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right. Samples or interpolation?
Samples.
Samples. Oh, you like samples. All right,
Samples.
cool.
Yeah.
Um, stock plugins or add-ons?
Ah, boy, that's a tricky one, you know, because me prefer add-ons personally, you know, but I don't think you necessarily need them. You should master the stock ones first. But
That's
me prefer the add-ons thing. Yeah.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Um,
Mm-hmm.
natural instrument sounds or synths?
Natural.
Natural.
Yeah, I prefer natural instruments.
Oh, that means so you beat them. I'm gonna play a stage show hard then, you know.
Yeah, and it make it easier for that too, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Guitar, bass, or 808s?
808 all day, all
All,
day.
all day, all day.
Yeah,
All
man.
right. It's an 808 baby.
Yeah, man.
808 baby.
Yeah, man. Well, on the cado. Somebody in chat said to turn me apart more.
Okay, let me turn it up a bit.
Yeah.
Do a mic check?
Testing. Everything good?
Yeah, I think that says. I mean, I could turn you up more, but I'm hearing you clip in my ear, so that's as far as I could
Oh,
go. So hopefully that's enough because I don't want you to clip.
okay.
I think I did turn you up, but I think some of these comments they're a little bit delayed, so I think you're fine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think you're fine. All right. So just curious, what should we be looking out for from BL Boss in the future?
All right. You should be looking out for me making a name in different genres apart from dancehall. You know, I want to be an international brand in the future, and many people will see how Russian did it with reggaeton. That's how he really he made his name worldwide.
Right.
I want to do something similar but in a different genre. So right now I'm looking at working with smaller artists, build them up with Afro beats. Look at dancehall here and there as well, but I believe that Jamaica has the talent to really leverage Afro beats and what's the word now? Can't say bust worldwide instead of just in Jamaica.
So
Get our talent worldwide.
it's funny that you brought that up because Afrobeats is actually, um, honestly, there's a lot of dancehall and reggae influence in Afrobeats,
Mm.
um, and basically almost all Afrobeat songs they're either using our style of music or they're using our style of speech, basically.
Mm.
They have great topics, like they have great topics to sing about that's very marketable compared to
Yeah, exactly.
Jamaica. We
Yeah.
sing about choppy line, bust them head in almost every single song.
Yeah. exactly.
Who fool girl I give me head and all of them thing there.
Mm.
Always a next man girl. You know, that's basically the sentiment going all around
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
every dancehall song. Um, but you know, I think that since as they're capitalizing on our influences, I think it's just right that we capitalize on their influences as well.
yeah.
I.e.,
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong.
right, i.e., what a guy named we just bust the other day, Taliban's
Byron.
Byron Messiah.
Yeah. Mm.
You know, he's Caribbean. I mean, I'll put the Caribbean in the same box as Jamaica. You know, our brothers and sisters, whether Trinity, St. Vincent, wherever it is, they do
Yeah.
dancehall. You know, they're still dancehall. They're still because they helped us grow. I mean, we wouldn't be where we are without them. And a lot of people they're afraid to admit that. But I would say yes, we had our industry, but we needed their support in order to get where we're going because you know those bodies, those numbers added up to make people take us more serious internationally. You know.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. I think we should capitalize, and I would like to see you doing a lot of Afrobeats as well, and even working with Afrobeats artists. That's the new wave right now. I could definitely see you doing that. You know.
Yeah. Because I believe that it's time for a change now in terms of the music scene in Jamaica. You know, after every excuse me, you know, after every 5 to 10 years, the music shifts, dynamic shifts, so new sounds get introduced, and I haven't seen that for a while. It's like it kind of late now because it's the same trap pattern, same trap sounds,
But
same dark melodies.
trap dancehall come out from what? Maybe like I want to say in the 2010s thereabout, right?
Yeah, yeah. With Shabdan them and Hempton.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hemptown music. That's Din Din.
Hmm.
You know, I knew Din
Yeah.
Din. You know, I knew Din Din back in the day. He's from
Oh,
Brownstown.
was it?
He's from
Okay.
Brownstown. Yeah, yeah. He probably don't remember me still. You see, but if you
Oh,
watch this, Din Din, big up yourself. A lyrical same way, man. You see it. Yeah, man. But I knew him back in the day. I think that was before he started to do music, though. It was just like
oh.
he was a really young guy. You know, he was like in his early teens when I knew him.
Hmm.
I used to live in Brownstown for about a year. Um, that's when I just left high school. So I'm familiar with him from back in the day. Through a producer named Daramos. Not sure if you ever heard
Hmm.
about him still, but Daramos is one of my good friends. You know what I mean? He basically was one of the first guys that I used to like make beats with and stuff like that. Well, actually, I used to make beats before that, but
Hmm.
we were kind of doing it at the same time. We worked at a studio in Brownstown back in the day, and you know we work out Wolipa song for people and stuff like that, even for yourself and all that. You know, and him still a doing thing, you know, and thing he makes really good beats, you know, and he actually plays instruments as well.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
That's
no,
good.
you know, definitely. Um, let me see. One sec. Okay, sorry for the pause. So I'm just gearing up for the next caller, but I want to just close off with this last question um, because I don't want to go over time. Um, where can anyone watching find your released projects and works?
All right. So you can always check my Instagram. I always post my projects there. That's prod.blboss. Right.
That's
I'm
P,
working on a yeah, PROD
right, right.
full stop BLBoss. Yeah. And I'm working on a new YouTube channel where I start doing tutorials and them things. So can look out for that as well.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
and
doing
show my
tutorial? You're doing
projects.
tutorials?
Yeah, it's in the works now. It's in the works. So I want to share my process to other upcoming producers as well. You know.
What what you planning to use for? I mean, if you need any like if you need any information about like what to use as far as
Mhm.
broadcasting and stuff, we
Yeah.
can talk off the record.
Okay, yeah, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate that. But yeah, my Instagram is my main social media right now, where you can see my catalog and things.
So that's basically the holy grail, I think. But don't you have a YouTube page as well, where you?
I do, and I post type beats on it, but I am going to ease off the dancehall. I'm going to try another genre for that channel, so you won't really see my dancehall works on there per se.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's mostly the hip hop stuff and the type beat
yeah. I will
stuff.
start posting. Yes.
Those channels really go up sometimes. Sometimes they really go up.
Yeah, yeah. It's all about consistency, you know. But I plan on making a Spotify playlist as well with
Yeah.
all the songs that I composed, so you can look up for that as well. I'll post that on my Instagram as well in due time.
All right, but before you go, let me hold you a little longer because I'm still waiting on the next caller to get ready.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Thing, man.
do you mind getting into the topic at hand? Like,
About the Bob Marley movie.
yeah, because I have some questions and stuff. I was just checking just to see if you were okay talking about it. Because that's basically the main topic here. And I mean, I'm sure after all this information that these
Mm.
people have learned about you, I'm sure they like to know what you think about the topic at hand.
Uh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Can't reason about it. Just
Okay, so have you seen? Well, first of all, have you seen the trailer?
I've seen parts of it on social media. I haven't seen the full one as yet.
Okay, okay. I mean, the only trailer that I see out is probably like it's not even 2 minutes if I'm not mistaken. It's very short, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
don't remember, but I did saw it. The first thing I noticed was that the main guy Kingsley Ben Ading
Mm.
that played Bob Marley. The first thing I noticed was his accent, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
this guy's not Jamaican, and I'm like, it's not gonna sit well with the Jamaicans, bro. It's not. It's just not. I mean, they'll still support it. You know what I mean? But
mm.
I know a lot of people are gonna be like, man, why them couldn't use a real Jamaican instead of here use this man with that we can't even chat the language with an accent or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I fully understand and I can relate to that sentiment as well. It's very controversial,
So you,
in my
you
opinion.
so you're not and I don't want to get you into trouble or nothing like that with anybody, but are are you pleased? Are you pleased with that? Who they picked to play Bob Marley?
All right. I won't say I'm pleased, but I can see the reason why they would do that.
Hmm.
You know, I saw you read off the the production crew and the persons involved in making the film, and all of them have a pretty good reputation, right? So for them, I know it's a money making thing as well. So what they are concerned about
Right.
mostly to me would be the box office numbers and not per se the retention of the culture. So
Wow.
in order to get an attractive movie and make a lot of people come and see it, you have to have a star-studded cast.
Yeah.
The average American or average person worldwide sees the Bob Marley movie starred by a Jamaican you don't know, another Jamaican you don't know. It's not going to really push them to want to watch the movie, as opposed to persons who say, "Oh, Ben Nadir, the other person you called who was in other films, that gives them more incentive to go and watch the movie. Not saying that's their main reason to go, but I can see the reason why these production companies would use these people because that's not the first time this is happening. It's happened in a lot of movies, even this new Cleopatra documentary. Somebody who doesn't look like Cleopatra at all, much less someone like her, is starring it. Look at Little Mermaid, for example, too. We grew up watching Little Mermaid of a different skin tone. So the thing is not really. I think these companies are doing their casting in such a way as I attract the person for the actor or the actress instead of the character they play. You get me? But me personally, I would want a Jamaican playing it. Really want a Jamaican. I'm tired of hearing these fake Jamaican accents in the American movie. Then,
Boy,
so
BL, you have some good takes, man. You have some
yeah.
good takes, man. So you think said it probably would have been better. I don't know. I just think you think they should have used maybe like Bob Marley's one of Bob Marley's sons or his grandsons or something like that because I mean those guys are famous. I mean, they might not be Benadine famous as far as movie wise, but they have pulling power.
Well, you could, but you also have to look on the caliber of acting, the quality. I mean, the quality of acting. Because let's say you have Skip Marley, for example, acting as Bob Marley. Some scenes and some emotions that you want the audience to feel, Skip Marley may not be your guy for that. But put in a Benadir now, for example, who has acting pedigree now, you will do certain things differently that will evoke that emotion.
Mm.
That could be a reason as well.
So those guys are like thespians basically. The Benadine guy. Um, so
Oh, Benadine, okay. I've been mispronouncing it the whole time.
Benadine is
Benadine,
that?
okay.
Yeah, that's his name. Hold on, make sure I'm not saying it wrongly. Wrong. Kingsley Benadir. Benadir. Sorry,
Oh, Benadir, okay.
Benadir. Benadir. So yeah, it's basically those guys are thespians. So even like Kim, I think Kimani Mali, maybe if him lose some of the weight and thing, not like it, because we're not, I know no disrespect or nothing. We just try to because Bob Marley was a skinnier guy. He looked like
Yeah,
Bob
yeah,
Marley,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you have to acting. Sometimes you have to put on weight or lose weight or put on muscle
Mm,
to play a role. But I think that
mm,
as far as acting wise, I think that Kimani Mali is a very good actor. I mean, I'm not no professional as far as it comes to acting, but I think he could have bodied that role. I think even Skip Marley. Well, I don't know if he can act, but I think you don't have to be able to be like a good actor to play a role of somebody that's basically your family member that you have personal
mm.
experience around is what I'm saying. Like look at what's the 50 Cent series with the guy um, Big Mish. Little Mish played Big Mish, and like I don't see anybody complaining. And this is his first acting role, but I don't know.
Yeah, I can understand that one.
So do you, why do you okay? You already told me why you think the Bob Marley's estate approved it. It's mostly because of financial gain and they want pulling power and they want it to be a
Yeah,
big deal.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's what I think about that. Yeah.
Do you think does Hollywood think Jamaican actors are not competent enough to play the role though? Do you think it's more than that? Do you think that there's a perception of competence issue?
It could be that as well, because the state of theater in Jamaica isn't as developed as in several other countries, So that could be a reason as well. I can't say that if it's objectively true or not, but it could be. It could be. And given the fact that throughout all our lives watching movies with Jamaicans, quote unquote Jamaicans, they don't use real Jamaicans. And is it that hard to train them how to speak patois properly or speaking the dialect properly? I don't know, but that could be a reason why.
Yeah,
But Jamaica have some good actors though, so I don't know. Have some very good actors.
that's my next question. Like, is there anything that the Jamaican actors need to do different to be on the radar of these people?
I think we just need more opportunities, to start building from smaller roles until we have a one breakout Jamaican star, to set the example for others to follow. I can't really think of any right now, any blockbuster Jamaican name, you know, because if you look in Hollywood, a lot of these big actors and actresses are from different countries. Hugh Jackman is not American. Andrew Garfield, I don't think is American. All of them are like from New Zealand, Australia, Canada, but they come to America, learn the dialect there
The
so well
dialect, yeah.
that they just fit right in. So when you look on their biography and say, "Oh, I didn't know he was from New Zealand," it's so American. So maybe we need to do that to infiltrate Hollywood, and then now when they need a Jamaican, say, "Oh, well, this guy is a Jamaican already," you know. That's
That's
what I
a
think.
that's a very good take, man. That's a very good point. Because
Yeah.
I don't think I know any Jamaican actors that are like, man, we come from yard, we come
Yeah.
and just master the dialect. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Master
Exactly.
I'm sure there's guys that have done that, but as far as guys that are actors that come from yard and
Hmm.
master the dialect, and when them talk, you can't really. They could play an American role, and you could never tell the
Yeah,
difference.
exactly. Exactly. Yes.
They could give you a California accent, they could give you a Florida accent, they could give you a Kentucky accent.
Hmm.
We need like the actors them take notes, bro. Whoever all the Jamaican actors, if y'all listening, take notes, bro. This man made a good point. Y'all probably need to look into getting some type of speech therapy to master the dialect of the different areas of the
Hmm.
United States. So then you're more marketable. When you go and try out for a movie, auditioning, they can't even tell that you're Jamaican, bro. They can't.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and even that would look good on your profile as well. You could be like, oh well, you know I'm Jamaican, but I could give you these are the list of accents that I can do. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it's something to think about if you're really interested in acting that well. I'm sure you'll be able to do it because if a British person can come and talk in an American accent, why can't a Jamaican do it? I don't see. I mean, our
Exactly. Yeah.
first language is English. I don't. You know. All right. So all right. I think that's all the questions I had, bro. I'm not gonna hold you too long. I'm gonna bring on the other caller, but hey, people that was BL Boss, man, I'm so forever grateful for you to join this live, man. It has been an absolute pleasure holding this conversation with you. You know what I mean? Like, I believe you have a bright future, bro. Like, man, your future so bright, bro. This is how I'm looking at it.
Respect. Respect, Elder. Respect.
Mean that to my heart, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing. Um, you're doing real good. Eventually, you'll get into more things, all the things that you set forward to get into. Um, and I believe in you, man. This is one person showing that I believe in you, and I'm sure the chat believes in you as well. This video is gonna be up in for others to see in the future as well. So,
Hmm.
man, listen, man, let's keep in touch, bro. Thank you for coming on the live, bro. I'm gonna see if I can get another caller on, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, man. Respect. Respect for having me here. Yeah, Kado. It was a pleasure to be here as well.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, bro.
Yeah,
Big,
man.
big up.
All right.
Yeah,
Bless
man.
up, bro.
Bless up. All right, all right, all right. Chin hold tight, my bro. Chin hold tight, my bro.